Right, yes, we're Armand Herczeg, Manchester top team. How are you doing? How you doing, bro?
Doing good, deep in camp, only 3 weeks left, so just tipping away on the diet plan and everything. So all is good. Just finished up some sparring, so happy with how I'm doing and feeling.
Nice, nice. And how's the development going here? Obviously, still, I'd say not fairly new to Manchester top team, but it's still in the first year, isn't it? So yeah, how are you doing here?
Yeah, so it was just a year in February, but I feel
Nice.
like the progression that I've made, especially training with McGrillen and Louis Lightning a lot, I've gotten to a very high level very quickly, and I'm very happy with it. Obviously, it's the right team for me. It's the right style that Princey tries to develop out of us, and he doesn't really try and make you fight the way he wants you to. He lets your style be it and just adds things to make it better. So it's been the perfect gym for me.
Nice, nice. And obviously, it's been a bit of time, obviously, since your last fight in December, wasn't it? Was it just
December, yes.
December? Yeah, December. Obviously, now obviously you got booked in May, so a lot of more developments there that you added to your game as well. You mentioned before, obviously, you had an opponent change. How has that affected your planning, your preparation in your mind?
I've stayed switched on, like obviously, sadly Nathan got injured, so these things happen as part of the sport, and I've been fighting long enough to like be used to people pulling out and that. So it is what it is. We're just getting a new opponent soon enough, and I'm just staying ready. I'm focused on my game and making my game better, getting sharp and staying fit.
Nice, nice. And we were just talking off camera before about the amount of heads in bantamweight and the regional scene as well. It seems like you probably know a lot of the faces on the regional scene as well. Do you find that tricky sometimes when there's not enough really people for you to fight and be matched with?
I just think with like the regional scene, the way it is a lot of people are protecting their records. Their goals aren't to fight on the regional scene. So to take a fight against someone like myself on like 3 weeks' notice is a big risk. And even like at a catch weight of 64 or whatever, so they don't make an excuse for the weight cut.
Yeah.
The real reason is they know my skill level and they know how good I am, and it's a risk. And the risk to reward isn't that high. So obviously when we look at records, mine's not the greatest at the moment. That's what I'm trying to fix and develop on and build off of. But for some of these lads who are like 3-1, 4-1 or undefeated as well, it's a risk for them to take because they know the level I'm at.
Yeah, yeah, no, that's true. That's true. And you mentioned obviously having it at catch rate now. Are you bothered about weight divisions and weights? Are you all right to fight up or all right to fight at the weight that you prefer? What's your thoughts on that nowadays?
Yeah, so the main thing is like most of my fights will be bantamweight, because that is my true weight division. Obviously, I fought at lightweight before. I fought at featherweight. The 64 is more of a if I'm fighting on a shorter notice, because I do get pretty big out of camp. I do get pretty heavy, and it's just more of one of them ones. If I'm fighting someone who's coming in on short notice, gives them an opportunity to make the weight as well. And I'm not really too bothered about weights, but we're not really going near the 66s or 70s again. Princey's making sure I'm more of a bantamweight now.
Nice. And to be honest, you pose a lot more danger, I think, to bantamweights because of your building your frame. You're a bigger bantamweight going in.
Yeah.
You've got the range on a lot of these other fighters as well. Is that something that you're working on, utilising obviously against those people in your division?
Yeah, of course. Like obviously, I'm a very tall bantamweight. That can come in with pros and cons. Obviously, the shorter opponents can get to my legs quicker, but it also keeps my distance at it. So once I fine tune my distance management and even my in closer range of striking, it comes together well. I feel like I go in the fights a lot more confident as well because I know I'm a lot bigger than a lot of these lads, or I feel bigger anyway in there. So it adds to the mental side of things as well. But at the end of the day, like everyone's body type's different, so everyone's developing their weapons to suit them. I just feel like what I'm trying to develop here at Top Team is just getting better and better, and it's going to show that very soon.
Nice, nice. And a lot of activity going on, Manchester top team. Seems like every other week, every week there's somebody on. Obviously last week there was Lerone Murphy headlining. The week before it was Ateba. You had a couple of guys and Cage Warriors. The week before it's here, there and everywhere as well. How does that impact that camaraderie in the gym, like impacting each other?
Yeah, well, like to be fair, we're very like much of a family. Like obviously, start of the year we had Louis fighting on Aries, where he won that fight. We've McGrillen up soon with Malachi and Sammy as well. Obviously, Lerone just fought, Ateba just fought. There's a big buzz in the gym. Everyone that can see that like that goal to the UFC is there for everyone, and we're all chasing it. We always have fighters on, so everyone's always switched on with their professionalism. But we also have like everyone pushing each other. Like if I come in after this fight looking a bit heavy, I'm gonna get a little bit picked on for being a bit fat. and they just want you to, everyone needs to be focused on the goal, and there's a saying we have in the gym is one team, one dream, and we really do live by that. So I think that's the main thing, is everyone has the same goal. Like training at a different gym when I lived in Ireland, me and a few of the lads had the same goals, but it was hard to see that vision because no one has done it before. But here you have the likes of Lerone Ateba, even Kira, who fought on Road to UFC.
Yeah.
You have McGrillen doing co-main events, and there's a big name at PFL. All this, you can see that goal of even making money in this game and going for your dreams, which is UFC and UFC titles and that, is there. You just need to have that professionalism, and thankfully everyone around us has the same goals, so we don't get switched off.
Nice, nice. And again, you just mentioned here, you've been just over a year in February, you mentioned here in Manchester. Is it home now for you now, Manchester?
Yeah, it definitely is home. I love the city. The city's sick. I'm glad I don't live in the city centre though, because if I lived there, I don't know if I'd be in the gym as much. It'd be a very easy way to pad off the way, but thankfully, like all my friends are in the gym. Everyone I know from Manchester is in the gym, so it's always training together, living together, and if we do go out, it's together when we don't have fights and that. So everyone's kind of has the same schedule, which keeps us all intact, you know. So I'm happy with it. It's great. Even if I'm not fighting, I might have to help McGrillen in camp, or Louis, or Caleb, or Reese. So all these lads who need help, if I'm unfit and not around, then they don't get the help that they need. So I think that's what keeps me in the gym as well.
Nice, nice. And the last one from me, obviously, we know your goals. You know, you want to get to the UFC. You know, that's the main aim. How do you get there? How many fights do you want this year to be able to increase and improve that record that you got?
Well, looking at my record, as I'm 2-2 at the moment, I want to get another 4 fights in this year, and that's 4 wins as well.
Nice.
That makes me like 8-2. So I think Contender Series starts like August time.
Yeah,
August,
September, yeah.
By the time next year August comes, if I'm like a 9-2, 10-2, I could be getting an opportunity, but I'm taking my time with it. You know, Princey knows best, and Princey knows what he wants from me even before I know it. I don't know what he wants to do with me, but he has some type of idea in his head that he wants me to do. So whatever he says goes.
Come on. Armand, appreciate your time, brother. Good to catch up with you as always, and all the best in May.
Yeah, man. Thank you so much.
Brother.